So I'm curious what you can share about that episode and what conversations you had with your writers about how to best responsibly tackle this very serious topic, which obviously the show does so well with other things real to life.
Yeah, much like other institutions, you'll find some discrepancies amongst race, amongst gender, unfortunately, in the workplace, and the medical field. And it's so interesting that that once again these writers they find these little facts and they drop these bombshells or these nuggets. And in some, I like to encourage people sometimes to watch the show with subtitles on, because sometimes it's on a walk and talk. But he's like, did Max just say that? Is that true? And I've had to a couple of times ask the writers, is this true? So, and what I love is that we're not hitting you over the head with it. It's not preachy. It's fun. It's funny. We're educating you, and it's fantastic. So definitely look out for more of that.
And for me, there's two moments that have stood out to me this season in terms of conversations about race. And one was in Erica Green's episode, which, do you remember which one that was, Jocko? I think it's 8. I can't.
This season.
I shoot too much, but it was one of the recent episodes we did. And Erica wrote about, I don't want to give it away, but she wrote about this VBAC calculator, which relates to women and race and giving birth and calculating their risk for childbirth, particularly after you've had a child, after you've had a cesarean and things like that. And it takes race heavily into factor. And there are these statistics about, Black women, Latina women having higher risk of this and that. And Erica was having this conversation, writing this very eloquent, very nuanced conversation about, is that racist? Is that not racist? How much do we take into account race in a medical condition? It's a very nuanced conversation. And I learned a lot during that episode, because I had never heard of the VBAC calculator, and not having given birth myself and not being an actual physician. And so I learned a lot about that. And then not a week or two after we shot this episode, an article came out in, I can't remember if it was the New York Times or the Washington Post, but a very substantial newspaper, talking about the VBAC calculator and that it's dated and that it's perhaps racist. And it was, and I just was like, so our writers are so on top of it. But it's, as Jocko said, they're nuanced conversations to have. And sometimes there's no clear-cut, easy answer. And I really love how the writers are not afraid to have those conversations and to get into those issues and discuss them with humanity. So it's an exciting season in that way, I think.